Okay, we're back. Oh, how am I supposed to move you? Thank you. So I've had some time to think about tactics. I think it might be better to go for the city down here first, as well as the other cities. This one doesn't even only has an archer. I'm still going to keep some units here in order to handle things. Gonna divert the rest though. You guys stay here. Well, actually no. Stay here and intercept anything that comes. I wonder, has anyone else actually built a carnival at some point? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's dump it into more culture and science. Do I take a moment to heal? Or do I presume that there's not going to be anything that deals too much damage? It should be fine to heal for a bit. Especially since I need time to send this unit over to this city. It's going to use all of its movement anyway, getting past the reef, so... seafaring's going to be so good once I can get to it. Okay, spend a few turns healing there. Shouldn't be a problem to do that. Yeah, I was thinking about this spot too. Although this one over here might actually be better. Nah, probably not. The birds are gonna flee anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. Stone from the sky. Ooh, let's build that immediately. Okay, the chance I get one of those birds anytime soon is fairly slim. Yeah. Might also want to get some military advantage buildings here. Or saddles. Saddles are probably a ways away, aren't they? Sloth, three-toed. I'm sure you heal enough. Let's head out. Hopefully get there fast. That's a hippo. 200 food. It's way more valuable than the gold. Yeah, I can drop the remains in other locations. Gotta be careful with the hippo. Hippos are hippos. They're not happy little creatures. I'll tell you that much. Oh, very much not happy little creatures. Hmm. Eesh. I'm surprised it's that bad. It's weird how this has a much higher 2-4, okay. Compared to a unit that's, you know, like this. One first strike. Oh. Oh, throwing units have a bonus against mounted archers. Oh. Ah, okay. That gives me at least more information over what. They all missed. I failed 261%. Okay, let's get you over there. The rest of you still stay here. I'm much less confident about my chances like that. Okay. They shuffled their troops around. They sent a lot of athletics and a couple archers away. I guess they're confident. Apparently, I don't remember getting a hippo at one point, so... I'm pretty sure a fox isn't actually dangerous to a worker, so... Okay, yeah, I'm not surprised about the battering ram. That Master Hunter is actually pretty dangerous, so... It's a very good opportunity to take down one of their units, though. Especially considering now there's archers here, too. At least that explains why the Atalanta lists are like that. The hippo withdrew. Oh yeah, right. New city need to set things up. You and you. After that, Stone Tools Workshop, which actually isn't that powerful anymore, but it's still effective enough to. That's a lot of production that will not get put to use. It's way too much to handle. And the group moved on. I'm not entirely sure why. Actually, you heal. You heal. Heal. Independent of the rest. Do not attack. Instead, do ranged attacks. Ranged assaults. In order to wear them down. From what I can tell, they don't have any damaging defensive buildings in the city yet. Which I greatly appreciate because it makes things easier for me. If I could just set the unit here. Yeah, okay. The Adolalists are pretty heavily damaged. And one of the chariot archers actually managed to bombard, so. City obtained. Move into here. To provide better defense. Oh yeah, now that I hunt up here, it's all gonna go straight to hunt. So. I guess don't. Oh yeah, right. A random set of buildings get destroyed. Fairly reliably. When a city's captured. 60 turns! Oh, great doctor. Nice. Okay. We are all going to stay in the city for at least 2 turns. Okay, build a health spa in order to get me even more science production. And, okay. Shoot, I'm gonna have to deal with that anyway, so. I don't like these rays.
The more they overthink the plumbing, the easier it is to stop up the drain.
Ah, Scotty. That's salt again, isn't it? Yeah. I was hoping it would be marble. I don't think I have any marble. I'm not exactly the happiest about that, but not much I can do about it now. Snake Charmer. Get me some actual culture production. It only has 3 production now. But it's still pretty good. Better than the others. Even if not by much. Actually, I think I would prefer the regatherer. It doesn't produce enough food to maintain what I send to it via hunting, so. lumber camp. Ancient customs. If it's less than 14 turns, it's better. So long as it itself doesn't turn into an ancient customs. Like the snare trap to undo. Carpenter is a lot worse than I anticipated since base production, which is provided by... Oh jeez. Units and whatnot. It's a lot easier to get non-capital cities. The capital I might need to save for another time. When I'm more able to... Yeah, like Marble's over here. Could probably plop a city down here. Yeah, that's not a bad spot for a city. It's a lot of water. Just blockade. Be annoying. Okay. Let's temporarily turn this off and set up an archer. And then goes. I'm gonna need an archer down there at some point. And I fully expect it to take a while. Coppersmith? Smelter? Get some mines. Oh geez, there's platinum here. Oh, don't return that from a hamlet into a mine. And the birds are just gonna vanish onto. Not completely. Some of them do escape to areas within my reach. Still weird how you don't... No, nah. I'm not high enough level to get March. Right, I need combat 3. Subdue chance is 99%, but I do... Yeah, hit and run's fun. Allows me to bypass a lot of the annoyance. Any tile that costs 2 now is treated as cost 1 by the unit. Make a poultry herd, because the other option can be handled by the barred owl, the feather worker, dingo, and large croc. Okay. Oh wait, I don't have a Lyceum yet, so this is just the Grammaticus and the Stargazer's hut. The Lyceum's also, by itself, an odd building. It has requirements. I'll put it succinctly. Interesting requirements. If they have not changed since I have updated, it involves a lot. Dingo tail? Yeah. Specifically, Snake pit. The oh, population level. Yeah, it requires specific housing, which requires itself multiple factors. I think population is the biggest one. So it's fairly easy to not be able to build a lyceum in multiple cities. And it's a nuisance to try and work around. Also, it's kind of weird to have a jungle this far north. How tall is this map? These are probably warmish areas down here, but I don't have enough information to know the latitudes of the tiles. Once I center the map, I'll be able to know, but still. That's a long ways away. Oh, that's within city reach now. Finally. Finally. The cultural expansion is finally working in my favor. Deal with it. Birds. They're all gonna vanish. Well, maybe not all of them.
The water comes out with not merely the force of so much gravity, but also with a wicked, vicious, unutterable indignation. Rocks 2 feet in diameter fly like chaff when struck by the stream.
Hydraulic mining. Water can work wonders against rock. The koala keeps evading. There we go. I'm not sure if I already have the koala thing set up. Ooh, the forge. The forge can be helpful. Yeah, that should be a good basic set of buildings to work on next. It's usually easier to go with the cheaper buildings. So, not in Polynesian City influence. Nor is that. But now it can be used. I've already upgraded pretty much all the paths. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do next with you. I guess I can path up. No, I've already done all of the spots here, didn't I? Moose. I'm still mildly annoyed that the Obsidian Swordsman is still my best bet for dealing with Atalists. Anyway, you will be the defensive unit in charge of the next captured city. I want you to build a deer herd in one of the cities, but I don't know where. Is there any city that does not have a deer herd yet? Well, it's a new city then. Oh boy. Actually, I know something I could do with you. Try not to get bit by that viper. It'd be very much a nuisance if that does end up occurring. The beer can't do much on its own. It needs a carnival. I'm not exactly in a position to have anything built anytime soon. Smelter, copper, and a forge. Yeah, and then once the forge is done, I can start building smiths, which will give me copper wares and allow me to build copper-related things throughout the Empire. Maybe not copper-related things, but things that use copper. Okay, yeah. I don't feel like trying to send those things across the ocean. Not now. It tends to become a bit of a mess. Dealing with all that. Okay, any city where I can get it to build the fox dance for me? There, the deer herd should help build the city up. food-wise and production-wise. Ravens and pigeons. I think they can see the hunter, so... Not really. I'm gonna drop it off here, and it can take a couple turns of moving to the city on its own.
If one has a good disposition, what other virtue is needed? If a man has fame, what is the value of other ornamentation?
Sculpture workshop. Oh, with that I can make glaze, and a wig shop, and a terracotta workshop. Rather not deal with that if I can avoid it. Archer on its own. Another great hunter. There. Perhaps I should have done that in another city. Yeah. I need a new hunter as it is anyway. Having just one running about is just plain not enough. Not what how things are. Pigeon folklore. Raven folklore. That was a bit surprising that I haven't actually picked any of those up. Dog kennels. Why not? Sloth subdued. No. Okay. Is it really that bad? Kinda. The others can't reach it, so. Head back there. I want to keep that city more than a little nervous. Okay. Straight up archers. Okay. You guys aren't gonna do too well. Well, okay, so this is pretty poorly defended considering all the circumstances. Try. You should have a pretty easy time. In fact, which one an easier time? This Obsidian Swordsman will have the easiest time, but that's because of the rank 4 City Raider. There we go. See, it is actually pretty easy. Okay, I need another archer unit. Once I build units that are pretty capable of taking down archers. Just stay there. Just don't have to build in the stone tool stuff here. That's at least nice. I'm not sure if the mine camp's better than ancient customs, at least production-wise. I can assume there isn't. Not yet. There. So that's some sentry to you. You're gonna stay here until I can get a new unit in. Okay, the question is, am I going to be able to get around effectively? Sure. Now let me get a view on whether or not Ethiopia has a fifth city that they founded. Because if they did, I need to be at least a little bit careful. Ooh, that sucks. Oh, that's a trail. Oh, this whole thing's trails. Oh, that's why. Pheasant's gonna get away completely. There, this would only take 2 turns, but the healer's probably going to end up speeding it up a bit. And number of pests have reduced because... Ah, dang it. So there is another city down here that I need to deal with. I think the Galley got attacked. No, Obsidian Swordsman got attacked by a Hunt Axeman. Hmm. Oh, the Hunter attacked. Okay. The Barbarian Hunter. Charcoal burn. No, just leave it for now. I'm not sure what the city is. I won't be able to know for sure until I've moved to it. There it is. Base 3. Surprisingly large considering these were size 2. Anyway, poultry herd. It's nice not needing to build it. There's the archer I was requesting. Heading down there. Well, now that I know where the city is, I'll have permanent visibility. Just a bunch of birds. Okay. I'm gonna send you towards the barbarian cities. It's probably not super duper safe, but I'm sure you can handle it. At least that answers the question of which city to hit next. It's best to go down to the south so I don't need to divert my units too much. That way, after I've taken down their second to last city, I can reach their capital without it being that dangerous. I definitely need to make sure I'm not crossing a river when attacking. Might also be helpful to find a way to lock their units in. But that's going to require at least 4 units. Not including the ships. Because they could boat units around. And if they slip through, they might start causing havoc. To some degree, they do need a level of speed in order to do that effectively. Oh, it's a young forest, so I can't even build a lumber mill here. It's before the age where I can actually start doing stuff like that. By which I mean improving upon lumber production like that. Well, growing the forest to the next stage through the use of some wealth and influence. Don't ask me why, but the trees like money. So maybe it's not the best idea. The sheer number of units that are stored here is a lot, especially compared to this. It's much easier to deal with a small quantity of units than a large one, for multiple reasons. Anyway, I'm going to pretty much do the same thing as last time with regards to where I'm placing the archer. That's a lot.
Just as gears combine to provide greater power in compound, we have greater power when we join together.
Okay, now the mine camp is definitely better. It's providing 9 production compared to Ancient Customs 10. And it's a good bit cheaper, so... Just need to hope there isn't a rogue hippo attack or something somewhere. Oh no. Is this bit of land longer than I expected? Much longer? If you think that's the best route, then go ahead and take it. I'm not certain on that one, but, well... sheer number of birds. Nice. Some extra production in that city. Could definitely use it. Hmm. That owl can easily escape. The viper, not so much. Oh, the spit of land finally ends. Okay. Good. I was terrified it would stretch like 10 tiles. Oh no. It's the orca. Alright, I need a new ship. Oh, this has built one of those. Okay. Yeah, I need to start sending extras to here. Try some military advantage. Okay, War Galley. It starts with 3 XP. Okay. Yeah, if I take down their easier cities, it will dramatically reduce their gold production, which will give a strain onto their economy. With that, I should be able to at least somewhat limit their fighting capabilities. I'm not sure how actually effective that will end up being, but it'll probably be a good start. Well, that's the source of the silver. I guess I don't need to worry about it. Ah, finally. It's now considered part of the city. Stone Maceman. Ooh, I hope it's not going to be dangerous to me. You know what I mean? The community garden will become useful later. I'm going to wait on the irrigation canals because I kind of want to build the pyramids. I need to see what the requirements for the pyramids are, though. Turn it off. What is it again? Requires sculptures. Oh, I missed it somewhere? Furniture making, magic. Sculptures. Reveal by sculpture. Sculpture. Sculptures. Okay. Sculptor's Workshop. Requires flying clay or jade or marble or stone. Oh, so I need to get one of those set up in one of my cities, and then I'll be able to build it. There it is. Sculptor's Workshop. Okay. I'll just set it up in one of my cities. It's not a big deal. Okay. Lumberjack, mine. Let's get the mine. I could use more production. I mean, if it kills a unit, I'm willing to take a slight risk. I can catch up to an elephant. Can the thief take the massive amount of production? Well, it's going to take 82 turns for it to build ancient customs. The mining camp's better. The 9 production is actually going to make quite a bit of difference. Let me go for the bird for now. Plus 20% versus archers, that's going to help. The poison tips is plus 25% against everything. Well, not everything, but a lot of reasonable stuff. There we go, striped hyena. Don't remember getting one of those. Any hyena, honestly. Apparently I did. $330 production. Sadly, it's not going to be able to effectively handle the sheer quantity. That's how production works, though. There's not much I can do about it. Someone has to build a sculptor's workshop eventually. But I think I'll wait until I can pick a good city for it. Elephant herd. Ooh, a secretary bird. Those are unusual. I just hope I can get there without many issues. Okay, the rest of you, you are free to head over here. Oh wow, that's a lot of stuff. It's gonna take 3 turns for it to fully heal, but it will be fine. Yeah, having the poison tips production is gonna help. Especially if you dab some obsidian, if you do it with obsidian. Those obsidian swordsmen are getting produced fast, aren't they? The turns of each other. Could just be the hunting effects, though. Enclosure. Ethiopia's catching up, I can tell.
Every normal man must be tempted, at times, to spit upon his hands, hoist the black flag, and begin slitting throats.
Oh! I don't have any specific piracy units I can get from this. But in order to start making locks, I do need the concept of piracy. So. It's not actually necessary, but it can help under the right circumstances. Ooh, half seagull. Hmm. Okay, who has the... Is it really? Perhaps not. You, aren't you? Yes. I wonder if that's enough to do some differences. Not really. Not a huge amount. Can't really do much. Have not built a town hall yet? Wow. Forge first, then town hall. Flock peacocks in order to spread to all the cities. Oh no! Not a desert tarantula! I know better than to try moving into that tile. I absolutely know better than to try. Oh! Wild boar tail. I can build a hawking hunt here. Nice. They have vanished back into the city. Well, I'll take a turn to rest and then move on in. Hey, a secretary bird. There. Yeah, the mining camp just gets better as time goes on. It's ludicrous. Sit here and wait for now. Well, I know I'm going to need reinforcements eventually. For now? The necessity remains a bit questionable. Okay, I can wait a bit longer with that. I'm gonna try to send units straight to here. I do wonder what they're trying to do with that. Because I know they want to send it somewhere, send those troops somewhere, and those troops are much, much easier to deal with like this. No doubt about it. That is the safest attack, though. Which gives me about a slight advantage. Okay, so there's still some unit damage there. Drat. Like I didn't even do damage to them, except for that one Atalist. None of the units are going to be very particularly effective against it. Random horse, go. The Ibex lure, and I need an enclosure for the great apes. Just drag and drop a horse herd. It can do wonders. Not literally, but... Okay, that's enough of that. Sit right there and begin working our way at the units. Sitting within the city. It's a subdued koala plus a bunch of archers. We're not taking any damages from any defenses, so it should be safe to sit around. For a while. Another python. I think I've already got a lizard over there that can handle that, so... Yes. A snake. That is surprisingly close. But for now, I want to focus on bombarding in order to build up some XP. Because I feel that would be a good idea. I need to build 8 forges. Okay. Like, I have zero doubt I will be able to achieve that within a reasonable amount of time. Okay, it's not the horsemen, it's once again the obsidian swordsmen that have the best chance of effectively dealing a lot of damage. It's the archers that I think are the toughest. Yeah. Ooh, plant picking camp over there. Sounds like a nice idea. Hope there's no croc attack because that would be very, very bad. I am not surprised to have some sort of company. Okay, fellow worker. Although that could have built a hockey gut somewhere. I should have checked. Yes, I really should have checked first. Oh well. But yes, build 8 forges, that's an easy quest. I should have zero issues with that one, unlike the chariot workshop. Ugh. I thought I'm trying to build that many. Just keep hacking away at the issue. Take a turn to heal up. And then we're gonna hit. Ah, come on. I was hoping someone would have got that. But I need you to head back and await future orders. There we go. That's, I think, all the archers gone. Just needed to build a tough enough unit. Oh, where's the secretary bird dance thing? Okay, fine, another tile. Another city then. I expected you to go somewhere else, but I guess not. No, there's still another archer in the city. Probably got built. You definitely need to heal, as well as you and you. Hmm. Yeah, you could take a turn to heal. Eh, you know what? You can handle things. Of course. Once again, it's a fairly risky attack. Yeah, it's a combo of poison tips and bamboo armor that's giving me so much additional strength. The tattoo helps with plus 5%, but not by nearly as much as you think. What now? I guess I can try working on getting that set up a bit. Is there even anything on the tile? Technically, no. Okay. No discovered resource. Heal. You attack again to keep them on their toes. Go after the dingo. There's a settler in the city. I think I'll capture it if I manage to successfully take down the city. Okay, don't attack with that unit. Civilian captive. Join the city. Okay, lumber. Camp. Mining camp. Ancient customs.
Instead of giving a politician the keys to the city, it might be better to change the locks.
Yep. Links over there, but what I really need now is another archer. And I'm sold on the high quantity of obsidian swordsmen. Okay, you come in here and join the rest. Now here's hoping I can bring it over there without being mashed to bits by an angry orc. None of the cities can actually reach this tower, right? Oh, it can. Huh. Turn to a hamlet. I've got nothing better to do. There we go. It's gonna take a couple turns to pull here, but it's gonna take even longer for me to get a archer over to there, so. Ooh, nice. Oh, good. It's at least reasonable, the shape. Wait, actually, no, that's a military standard bearer. I need to have uh, the World Wonder Bear Trainer. Guess for now, build a hamlet until something better can come along. But I should probably stop the session here. I'm not sure if there's anything else to do for the turn, so... Yeah, I've captured 3 of their cities. Not the capital, but... Well, there were some enhancement buildings that I didn't bother building until now. They are oh so effective against archers. Bamboo armor gives plus 20% against archers, which, as a free promotion, is a lot. Poison tips gives plus 25% against anything that counts. Pretty much anything that can be built right now. That isn't a ship of some kind. So, yeah. And with something like, you know, an Obsidian Swordsman, which has 6 base strength, that's an extra 1.5 strength in their calculation. Which is a lot. At least for this point of the game. It would take time for these 3 cities to properly set themselves up. But with time, they'll get there. I also captured a settler and I can confirm they turned into a captive civilian, which can be sacrificed to a city to increase the population by 1. So, but I can't turn into a settler. I'm not overly annoyed by this, but yeah, because there's always I would have put this city somewhere else. Same with this city, but beyond that, they're pretty well placed despite the lack of fresh water. This one's actually pretty well placed too, although it can't reach the gold ore. That's fine. I just need one more settler, and I'd say this continent is fully settled. However, there does not seem to be any further access, even with sea travel, at least as far as I can tell. Maybe to new areas. Maybe eventually, but for now, no. I'm also going to have to deal with Byzantium at some point. I know for a fact that they're going to have more cities. They're going to have at least 1 more city somewhere on here, if not 2 more. Because they're also reached sedentary. Well, they've also reached ancient era. So they can definitely settle new cities. But for now, my focus is going to be on, yeah. Capturing the city next. There's only 5 units fortified here. Sure, 3 of them are archers, but I figured out ways to deal with them. And that's also why I've got 3 more Obsidian Swordsmen lined up after I got the Town Hall and the Flocks of Peacock finished. And then it's the capital. It's going to be awful dealing with 11 archers and 13 Atalists, all while my units slowly die to traps, but I can handle it. It's just going to take a lot of time and effort. And once the civ is gone, well, the nuisance that is their culture will disappear completely. But, yeah. Yeah, this has definitely gone long enough. It's definitely going to be a few more episodes before I get through the Ancient Era. Although I fully admit turns are taking a bit longer, partially due to warfare. Once I'm out of war, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Oh, criminals, okay. You can't build these without special buildings, which also tend to spawn criminal units. Yeah, dealing with criminals is never fun. So, I'll see you again next time. Until then, bye.